Hey guys, welcome back to another video over here on the Chinese Zodiac and horoscopes. Today we're going to be doing a reading for you guys born in the year of the sheep or the goat if you prefer. So let's find out if you have had a good or a bad week this week. I'm sorry, I'm just in one of those moods today. But it's not a bad thing to be in a good mood, I suppose. It's not just you. I do this with other signs. I do with puns and things. So don't feel victimized. I'm not doing it just to torment you. Just adding a little bit of light humour. I thought I'd just be upfront with it because there's obviously, no pulling the wool over your eyes. Oh dear. Oh dear. Sorry. I am sorry. But that was good. That was good. I thought that was good. Anyway, my lovely sheep people, or goat if you prefer, let's stop about there. And we'll take that one from the bottom. We're going to take that one from the middle. We take that one from the top. What have we got? Okay, so we got two negatives to start us off with, and we have then got a positive to end. And we could be a bit pessimistic about the negatives, of course, and optimistic at that white there at the end of that. But as I've always said before, black isn't always an attack, and white isn't always all right. It all depends on the compatibility of the cards when we flip them over. And we got the black dog coming into play. Now that's a protective card. That's a card that is actually quite compatible with you. The dog and the sheep, they do have a mutual goodwill, and they tend to be the less antagonizing, or the less, I'd say, likely to get into conflict if they can help it. They like to sit on the peaceful side of the fence and stay out of things. They don't like things to disturb their bubbles. So I think that maybe something potentially has rocked the boat a bit here. Something has come along and it has burst your bubble. It has burst your bubble when you're no longer in a place of, what I would say, contentment or even complacency. You have come from a place of complacency. You were in a place of complacency. And now you have been put into a place of action. Whether that's good or bad, that's up to you to decide. That's a matter of perspective. But now change is afoot. And now you've got to deal with that. Something has drastically shifted the status quo. Something has taken you from where you were once quite happy just to sit and feel, I suppose in some ways, pampered and have all your needs met for you. And then all of a sudden, the rug's been swept from under your feet. Now, you're going to respond to this, I think. And the response to this is putting you in a protective place where you feel, I don't know if you're protecting the ego, if you're protecting your feelings, if you're protecting, whatever it is you're protecting, is put you in this protective place to protect it. So the walls have gone up. There's barriers now. You're heartless, you're cold, you're going to show the world that you mean business. Get the ram by the horns, so to speak. And you're okay with clashing heads and button heads. Not that you've got a point to prove. It's just it's easier than letting your emotions get the best of you. So it's better to harden up a little bit. Harden up a little bit and just maybe reassess the situation. Reassess the situation. I think the smarter sheep out there will reassess the situation. The more brash and impulsive sheep, I think they will probably go in horns first, like a ram, sort of abrupt and a little bit unorganized. We got the black rooster coming into play. Again, this is a another kind of warning sign. What we're looking at is financial issues here. The rooster isn't very compatible with the with the um, with the sheep or the goat. It's like a financial issue here. It's like you're spending your, and I'm not going to say that it's pointless. I'm not trying to say that what you're doing is wasting money. What I'm saying is that going out every night and doing the same thing, like, I don't know, going to the pub every night, or spending money on takeaways every night, or doing this routine all the time where you've got almost like a subscription to life or something in life. You've got subscriptions to this kind of routine. This is a financial, I don't want to say drain, like as in you're wasting money, but if you were to reassess the situation, as I say, if you were to actually look into this, you could probably get into a better financial situation by just changing a few things and breaking out of that normal routine that you've got yourself into, or even this new casual routine or temporary routine that you have adopted because you're putting this wall up and you've got this now mask to hold. You've got this mask to stand behind. This isn't good financially. This will not be good financially for you. The sheep and the rooster, not good friends as it is. So what we're looking at is in the negative as well. So that negative is you draining resources unintentionally while subscribing to things like a routine, in your routine. You know, whether it's you go to the same expensive petrol station all the time and there's a cheaper one just around the corner, and that little detour could actually save you money. We're not talking like big things here. As I've said before, I try to clarify this as well, that it could be literally that simple. We're not looking at life-changing events here. It could be that simple, that you are wasting your time, efforts and money on going to the wrong petrol station. It's for you to interpret that, you to make sense of it. The rooster as well with the sheep, not a great communication pair. The duo don't really share the lines of communication with each other. So if you try and bottle all of this up and you don't try and seek help where you could essentially get, I'm not saying that you need the help, but you could get it. There could be somebody that could help you with this. It could give you a bit of motivation to potentially change that routine, so you can then come into the ox, which is quite funny. It's not funny, but I did think, and I should have said it before I turned the card, I did think that it would be funny if the next card is an ox, because I was going to say you need discipline, you need to be determined, but I didn't want to say anything about the ox because unfortunately the ox and the sheep aren't good friends either. That's your conflict card. So all of this has been bred and sort of raised in this environment of conflict. And because of this maybe conflict and this routine that you've kind of adopted, it's now created a minimal sort of financial drain or financial drip. And it will start to add up. And you need to kind of break away from that. And unfortunately for you, it will mean stepping out of your comfort zone. That ox is your conflict card, even if it is in the positive. And because it's in the positive, I believe it's here to suggest that you can do this. It is something that is achievable. It is something that is doable. It just depends on how destructive you become. Like I say, the wiser sheep of you will assess this situation, this time of change, this time of, you know, an environment kind of switch or whatever it is that's made you, like, there's something that has happened where you've had to readapt or put this mask on. So the smarter ones of you will assess this situation, use the mask as a temporary camouflage while you assess the situation in peace. The more impulsive, as I say, will go out and use that mask as a way to infiltrate and potentially, I don't know what the word is, because I don't want to sound like it's like you're some evil villain, because that's not what I'm implying. But some of you may use it to do a lot more, and that would be ill-advised, though I'm not telling you what to do. It's just the more destructive it gets, the more expensive it will be. And sometimes it's not just financial, as in pounds and dollars here. Sometimes things come at a cost of a lot more than just money. So consider that as well. What have you got to lose? You know, potentially. Or potentially, what is it that you've already lost? As I say, the wiser ones of you will assess the situation and not be too brash. But we'll find out how you get on with that next week when we come back and do another reading for you guys born in the year of the sheep or the goat, if you prefer. I'll be next back here. No, I will be back here next with a reading for those born in the year of the monkey. If you're interested in what those guys are up to, I will see you then. If not, no worries. I'll just catch you in the reading next week when we come back and do one for you again. Thanks for watching, guys. Love and peace.